Good morning, folks. It says I'm live. It's alive. I was trying to find the chats now. I sent some of you all links. Oh, mercy, what's going on here? There it is. Chats are popped out. Good morning, Jim. Mannix in the house. Good morning, Trevor.
Good morning, buddy. How you going?
I'm doing pretty good, brother. How about yourself?
I'm good. I'll just see if this comes up.
The microphone seems to be breaking out there, friend. Morning, James. Breaking out there, friend.
You know it did it to me again.
I'm sorry. Morning, James. Breaking out there, friend.
You know it did it to me again.
I'm sorry. Morning, James.
There we go. Cut that volume off. I got to get the chat popped out.
Good morning, Chris Hope, Mike Roche, Daddy of 13. Good morning, my friend. How are you? I got James and Manic in the house. I'm not seeing any video from either one of them. I hear both of them.
You don't see
Yeah,
video?
that's okay. I'm sorting something out.
Yeah, James, I don't see you. And Trevor, I'm not seeing you either. I see your icons.
How can you not see me? I see you and I see myself on your screen.
I don't know. Hang on a minute.
I see what's going on. I'm not sure.
I see on your live stream, I see me too.
I hear a big echo. I don't know why.
Oh, okay. I see you on the live stream, on the YouTube part of it, but I'm not seeing you
in the Hangout? How can that be?
In the Hangout. You got me.
That's incredible. I see me in your Hangout.
That's crazy.
Daddy of 13, man. You're a dedicated dude. What time is it there now?
That's just to get away from the kids.
He's crazy.
Peter Carroll, welcome to the chat. See Chris Hope, Daddy of 13, Mike Roach. Les, good morning. Les, check the email. If you can, pop on here.
We had a nice crew this morning, Rodney.
Yeah, we had quite a few people.
What the hell's with the birds?
That's my phone going crazy for notifications.
Yeah, I can't figure out why I'm not seeing you guys on
Hangouts.
It might be my end. Don't panic.
Rodney, do you see yourself?
I see myself, and every time I speak, I pop up. But when you guys speak,
could be our end. I'll just check it on my phone.
When Trevor speaks, I see his icon, and James, when you speak,
yeah, I see his icon when he speaks, and I'm seeing you.
I don't even see your icon.
I'm seeing you constant on the screen, on the Hangout screen.
You're seeing me constantly?
Yeah, on the Hangout screen. It's not changing to anybody else on the Hangout screen. Do you have something locked or?
Well, that's what I was just checking. I mean, when somebody speaks, it changes. Like if Trevor speaks, it changes to him. When you speak, it changes to you. But
It's not. What can you click down in the corner where I'm supposed to be? I see my mic level and everything on your Hangout.
I've got you locked now.
Okay. And do you see me at all?
Nope. At least not in Google Hangout. I do see you when I go to the YouTube page.
Yeah.
I do see you.
Man, I'm tired.
Okay, I unlocked you.
All right. I don't know what the heck is going on. How about your settings up there? Does that have anything to do with anything? I'm checking mine.
Hang on a minute. Let me.
The bandwidth is good. Turn camera off and then turn mic off. Let me turn my camera off and on.
Okay.
All right, I turned it off and on. Nothing, huh?
No. Manic, is what's up with your camera?
I'm trying to work on it.
Well, they see me on out in the world.
I guess if I want to see your ugly mugs, I'll have to go to YouTube.
So it went pretty good for you two. For you and Mikey this morning. I could not say that I was proud of my sunrise.
Hey, man, it happens sometimes, Jim. I mean, I've been lucky the past couple of weeks. So
we haven't disappointed anyone. At least I get to see one good. Well, Mikey had a good one too.
yeah, Michael had a good one. So I sent a link to Asgard Studios, hoping he might jump on here. And Chris Hope, Mrs. RC, good morning. How you doing? Speaking of Asgard, there he is.
Gentlemen,
Hey.
Good morning, you.
what's up, guys? How you doing?
All
Hey,
right,
Hugh.
so it must be my Google Hangouts because I don't see Asgard either. All I see is his logo.
And I see everybody.
Well, that's interesting. I see Manic's logo, but I don't see Manic.
Right. He's
Yeah, I know. I don't know what's going on.
And Jane, you and Hugh show up on the YouTube, but what's going on? Maybe this is Google's way of making people switch.
Well, you show up. Everybody's showing up on YouTube.
That's weird, eh?
And I see everything on Hangouts, including you, Rodney.
Huh.
Hey, Hugh.
Yeah, what's up, bud?
You know I had just bought that Elgato Stream Deck, right?
No.
What was that? 2 weeks ago I bought that when Nay was teaching me how to do the OBS. You know I had just...
Okay.
Well, now Amazon is having their Prime Days, July 15th and 16th.
Ooh.
And Elgato has put their stuff on discount. 40%, 30%. It's crazy, their discounts.
So send yours back and buy it again. I've done that before.
Oh, I didn't think of
With
that.
Amazon? Absolutely. It happened to me. I sent it back, bought it on sale. No problem.
Holy cow. See, I don't have a devious mind like you.
Well, you know, I'm a Viking. You know, we pillaged, raped, and burned.
That's perfect, you.
You know, I wonder.
I do too sometimes.
Well, I'm still trying to
Use your words, Rodney. Use your words. Come on now.
You know, no one said anything about your beard yet.
Well, actually, Mrs. RC says I look different.
Yeah.
I noticed it this morning.
I asked her how different.
I trimmed mine up too. Not as drastic as yours, but it's a
Now
little.
see what I did, right? The Just for Men.
There you go.
I got that gray right out of my hair.
Oh boy.
I wasn't showing up on camera. I was all silver.
So
Nice hat.
if I mute the microphone here and I go look on YouTube, then you guys ain't going to hear me.
Right.
But I'm not going to see you unless I go to YouTube.
Right. And you'll be behind. You'll be.
Yeah.
What are you getting when you press on your settings? Do you have the correct camera, and you have the default microphone, and that's pretty much all you can do there under settings.
Yeah, I mean,
how about turn your camera off and on again? Pete Carroll joined us.
all right.
Yeah, that's all you can do there under settings. Pete, mute your YouTube, and that's it. Turn your camera off and on again.
Okay, I saw Peter. I see Peter now.
It's your hangout, Rodney. Mike Roche used to have that problem. Whenever he came into a room, he couldn't hear. Or, I'm sorry, if he'd be talking and listening, someone else would come into the room and it would knock him out of being able to hear.
How strange.
I'm not knocking anybody out, but I mean, Peter came in and I see him. Maybe that's because he don't have a logo yet.
Could be. just got a picture of a cockatoo. That's all I got.
That's his logo. It's a picture of Peter.
Yeah.
I realize.
All right. This is
So,
crazy.
what are you going to be using in 2 weeks, Rodney, when the official Google Hangouts goes away?
Well, I don't know. I haven't figured that one out yet. I thought about looking into Zoom.
Rodney and everyone, there is something that's similar to what Canadian Drone Hub's using.
Yeah.
And it's called StreamYard.
Okay.
It's free of charge. And you can have 5 people as well as the host.
Who's that?
StreamYard.
It's called StreamYard.
Okay.
And it has all the special effects and everything, but you have to pay for them. But to get the basics like the Canadian Drone Hub uses, instead of 100 people, they give you 6 all in total. So that's another option.
Okay. First off, good morning, Susan Robertson. Welcome to the chat. And she says that StreamYard rocks. So she must have used it before.
I've seen many people using it, and I've got it. And it's very easy to use.
Well, how does it interact with OBS, Trevor?
It just automatically goes in with OBS. It just goes through like your YouTube.
Like
all you do is once you get into YouTube, you invite people up with the address, with their email address.
Pretty much like you're doing now with Hangouts.
And they accept it, yes. It's very painless, evidently.
You have tried it though, right?
I haven't tried it personally, but everyone else that has, it says it's very painless.
I'm asking you because I know you have OBS running.
Yeah, I will try it very shortly within the week. And I'll be able to then allow you to find out how it all works.
Hey, Matt
At
North.
the moment, I'm only just using what I'm trying to work out my OBS properly.
Matt North, I was talking about you today and how you took that Mavic Pro apart and put the other switch gimbals in there.
Really?
Yeah, that's a good repair video, man. Check out Matt North's channel.
You know what? I give up on repairing things. I tried to repair my iPhone battery last week, destroyed the iPhone. I'm done.
Well, those are not meant to be replaced, right?
Well, I know, but they can be, and there's lots of videos on how to do it. I just screwed it up.
Yeah. Was it a soldering mishap or what?
No, actually, when I used the suction cup to pull the face of the iPhone apart,
Right.
I kind of used a little more strength than I should have and broke a cable. And that's it. Once that little cable was broken, I'm done.
Yeah.
Anyway, I got a new iPhone.
I've done that.
Silver lining somewhere. Oh, well.
I had, what did I do? I cracked the screen on my Samsung S5 Note. And so I paid, I don't know, it must have been like $120 to get the screen replaced. And then I think the battery got, puffed up.
Yeah.
And screwed whatever it screwed up inside, but the phone was dead after that.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I should have paid. They charge $100 to replace the battery down here. But for $30, you can buy the kit on Amazon, and it includes all the tools. I thought I'd give it a shot. Anyway, it didn't work out very well for me. So, oh well.
See, I found even when I put 32 gigabytes of RAM in this laptop yesterday, even when I took out all 10 screws, I still had to use one of those jeweler's screwdrivers and go around the edges because there were so many clips. It had clips holding it on too, which it doesn't tell you in the manual.
Yeah.
Which is probably what you had going on.
They're not very friendly to be repaired. Hey, good morning, Mark. What's up, bud? Yeah, so I mean, my laptop. Now, there's another case. I bought there's like a trackpad, a mouse pad on my MacBook Pro, and it's getting dodgy. One of the keys or the sides doesn't come back anymore, so you really can't click and drag. So I thought, okay, I'll order the replacement and do it. I ordered the replacement and then watched the video. I should have watched the video first. You have to take out the battery of the MacBook Pro, which is in like 6 or 7 chunks, glued to the bottom of the chassis.
Glued?
Glued. So you have to dissolve all the glue on 6 or 7 chunks just to get that out, to get access to get the trackpad replaced. So anyway, I ended up not doing that either. So
I tried to say, hey, Marky Mark, and it wrote, hey, Marcy Mark. Not good. Not what I was going for, Centroid. Not the look I was going for. Where is your location, Hugh?
I am in the Ottawa Valley in Canada.
And I am in Central Florida, the Space Coast. Peter, where you at?
Me, I'm in Melbourne, Australia.
And Trevor?
I'm in South Australia.
Okay.
Was that the question?
Yeah, Susan asked us. She said, where is your location?
Yes, I'm Central Australia.
No worries, Nate. See you next week.
I'm down in the southeast sort of corner of Australia.
Oh, Matt North is hopping off?
Just north of Tasmania.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, sort of. There's a bit of a water between us, but they just north of Tasmania. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Great place to visit if anyone's over here. Fantastic scenery down that way.
Oh, Australia's got quite a diverse,
from very, very hot to and snowing.
Yeah, it's amazing.
I would want to go there just so I could hop on a Sea Shepherd ship.
We got tropical, we got desert, we got everything in between.
You got a big red rock in the middle of the country too, don't you?
Yep.
We do, and that's only just a portion of it above the ground.
Ayers Rock?
It was left behind from the Ice Age.
It's called Uluru now. That's the indigenous name that they've adopted now instead of Ayers Rock.
Oh, really? They changed the name?
Yeah, they changed it quite a while ago. Yeah.
Oh, you see how hip I am.
I even climbed to the top of that in 1968 when I was young and fit.
Wow. Good for you.
Yeah.
It's an Aussie invasion. Look, Mars is here too. What's up, buddy?
Wow.
Oh, Mars is here too. Wow.
Mars, Matt, Trevor, Pete. Damn.
And Daddy of 13, was he from New Zealand? You got
No. He's from England.
England.
From UK, yeah.
I am from Georgia.
See, some people think New Zealand is a part of Australia,
Heresy.
and it's not. It's not.
Might as well.
It's certainly not.
I'm over here at the moment, so might as well.
We've got quite a bit of water between.
Yeah, a lot of them come over from New Zealand to get work over in Australia, so we have quite a few of them here.
Yeah.
Do you have to have a passport coming from New Zealand to Australia?
I think they just have a visa, which is not painful to get a working visa.
Oh, Hugh, Mrs. RC and Custom Designs. Susan, his name is Asgard Studios.
Yeah, she, Mrs. RC, she's the one that makes the shirts and the cups for me.
Oh, right, that's right.
She does a fantastic job. She made this hat and this shirt for Philly Drone Life too.
What's up, JDS? There's my other Canuck buddy. How you doing, bud? Another man from the Ottawa Valley.
So, Hugh, I was talking about, I wanted to pick up one of those digital video converters. I got a box of old VHS movies.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, why throw them away, you know?
Hey, guys, let me interrupt for a second. I want to say hi to JDS Flynn Flying Canuck. I want to say hi to Mars FP Drones, and Mrs. Kaz FP Drones is in the house as well. Welcome to the stream. Glad you guys could make it. All right, guys, carry on.
Yeah, I watched one of Mars's videos today, actually, where he was flying his FPV drone around a very scenic place just out of Melbourne. Very enjoyable.
I forgot deplorable
Bobby.
Bobby, yeah. He joined the stream.
Deplorable Bobby? Is that what you said? Oh, it is. It's a name. Okay.
Yeah, that's
I
it.
thought you were calling somebody something.
I have to go visit his channel now.
Yeah, it does sound kind of strange. He said, "Oh, look, there's deplorable Bobby." He's insulting people on his live stream.
I never liked him anyway.
Well, it's okay. Hillary did it, right?
Too funny.
So anyway, so thank you all for joining the chats, and I hope you enjoy it.
Or your money back.
Where is...
I just wish I could see you guys.
You can't see us?
No, I don't get it. All I see are your icons, except for Peter. And earlier I was actually seeing him, but he just sat there. He was sitting very, very, very still. And I realized that has to be a picture.
No, Peter's not dead. It's okay. He's alive.
Nearly, but not quite.
That's okay. I guess I don't have to see as long as I can talk at you.
Yeah.
Too funny.
Deplorable Bobby has subscribed to your channel. Well, I'll just have to go do the same.
So, Jim, you were saying you're going to buy a video converter and convert your old VHS tapes?
Yeah, Elgato, ELGATO, has one that you just plug into your USB. And it has, the old RCA cables.
Yeah.
That you can run into a DVR.
That's a good idea. I actually did it about. I actually converted everything to DVD about 15 years ago, and then a few years ago I converted everything just to digital files and have them on a server. So I got all my old home movies and stuff of my great grandfather, like really old stuff.
Have a good weekend, Mrs. RC. Take
That's
care.
my ultimate goal, Hugh.
Yeah, it's nice to have, right? To have those old videos.
I found some of, it was an old film. I don't know where all this stuff went, but my father used to take, he had one of those film projectors, cameras, and he had a million slides and all that. And I don't know where it all went, but I was lucky enough to find one, and I had the original, I don't want to say Super 8. I don't know what it was. It was really thin. But I sent it in to some company, and they put it on DVD for me.
Nice.
My brother, I have a sister 9 years older than me, and a brother 12 years older. And I come from a family of 6. And so it was when they were really young. You know what I mean?
Oh, nice. So
Yeah.
stuff you'd never have experienced that, right?
Right. It was a treat for me, yeah. It was when they first moved to Levittown after World War II. Levittown was built on Long Island for the veterans. That was everybody's first house,
Yeah, we got rows and rows of them here in our little town.
Let's see.
So what you been up to, Rodney? I haven't seen you on much lately. Working away?
Oh, yeah. Just working and more working, and it's been busy. I've been building a couple of simulation systems, so it's been taking up a lot of my time. By the time I get home, I'm just don't have the energy to get on the internet and do live streams.
So I knew you told me it was getting itchy, but when did you shave it off?
Do what?
I think last week we were talking. You said you were thinking about shaving because it was getting itchy.
Oh, yeah. It was just it gets so long, and then it gets to where it's bothering me. It's just like I wear a CPAP, and
Oh, that's the conversation we had. Yeah.
I wear a CPAP, and once it gets so long, it just starts
Interfering.
Yeah. So, and I do this I call it my semi-annual one. Anybody that's been in the Navy knows what a semi-annual one is. So it's a PMS, or a preventive maintenance. But I'm going to keep it this way now. So about every month I'm going to get a trim and make it look nice and neat. And
I know all about PMS, man. I've been married for almost 30 years. I hear you.
wrong kind of PMS.
Oh, sorry.
That's good, though, you. That's good.
Trim shot.
We need board here with this little soundboard.
Okay, this is just getting irritating.
Just pull up our channel and mute it. I've got you
I don't know.
as well.
It really bothers me that I can't see you guys.
Well, I bet you that's probably one of the reasons that Google's getting rid of Hangouts, is because they've got a lot of little glitches in the system that they just haven't seemed to fix over the years, right?
Hey, Hugh, in the email you got from Rodney, mine said sign in.
Yeah.
Rodney always has that. Instead of just having the link to the channel, it always just says sign into Google or sign into Hangouts.
Yeah, I think somebody's hacking my system or something. It was kind of weird.
I don't get that either. That just suddenly changed too.
Jesus, that Rodney Bell dude's trying to hack into my system. What's going on?
You know what? I'm going to take a snip. What do they call this? They call this the snipping tool. I'm going to take a snip of it, Rodney, and send it to you in your email so you can see what you're sending us. It just says sign in to Google account.
Click on X, close the Google.
But it always works perfectly. Right?
Yeah.
Never have a problem with them.
Click on
Mars said to click the X to close the Google window. Mars, are you talking about the Google Hangouts?
I think he's talking about the one that you get when you are inviting everybody in. That's the one that has your Google Chrome tabs on it up top.
Oh, okay.
I think he's saying to close that one and just leave the one Google window open with that's you're supposed to be seeing us on. Yeah, see, he says, no, not the Hangouts one, the one with the tab, the Google Chrome tabs on it. That's what I do when I start a Hangout. I'll send all the emails out, and then I'll close that window and just leave the Hangouts window open.
So now you guys know when Google closes the Google Hangouts August 1st or whenever it is, they're going to still have two other platforms. There's going to be Google Chat or Hangouts Chat, and there's still going to be a video conferencing system.
Yeah, Google Duo.
Yeah, so you have to pay for it or something, right?
No, it's just not run by your email. It's run by your phone number. They're trying to compete with FaceTime, according to what I read.
Huh.
You have to have everybody's phone number, and you're inviting them by phone number instead of inviting them by email.
Yeah, I don't like that. Yeah, that I don't like.
Well, they think that's what's going to help them compete with Apple's FaceTime.
Yeah, what I don't like about the phone number is it just opens up more possibilities to hack. You know, the email's kind of like, you know, non-geolocated and things like that. And I don't know. Maybe I'm being paranoid in my old age.
No, but I know what you mean. You might have to rejoin the Hangout. Well, he started the Hangout, so will that screw him up?
No, you can do that. I did that in my first or second Hangout that I ever hosted. I accidentally dropped off the panel that I was hosting, and then I got back in, and it was okay.
All right, so let me copy this header here and send Rodney an email with the Hangout link. Okay. Rodney.
By the way, Mrs. Cass, I joke about PMS. My wife's an angel, though. She really is. Best woman in the world. My humble opinion. Because you're right. She puts up with my shit.
Okay, Rodney, I sent you the Hangout link. Wait till you get it in the email before you hang up.
Okay.
And then hang up on Hangouts and then just click that link and come back in.
Did you send it to my Yahoo account?
I don't know. I sent it to the one I have on file for you. Let me see. Sent. Yeah.
There it is. All right. So I've got the link. See, why doesn't mine show up like that?
Yeah, it's the Yahoo email.
All right.
Yeah,
So-
yours does not show up like that. It says sign into Google.
Do I need to sign out of this one now?
Yes.
All right.
Let's see. He's still here.
Ah, there it is. Okay.
Rodney Bell has joined the video. There you are.
Yes.
Is it working now? Good?
Yeah, I'm seeing everybody now.
No telling why that is.
Now, I noticed that started happening a couple of weeks ago, and I just assumed it was working right because people were joining in. I mean, you all joined in from that link that I sent out, right?
Right.
So, okay, now I feel much better. Thanks, guys.
I know. It's like talking
I
into
feel stupid, but
a blank screen.
But you look awesome with that Philly Drone Life hat on, though. So it makes up for everything.
I think I made Michael cry when I told him I was going to. If some of you, if you were on the Sunrise stream, I told him, I said, now I've got a Philly Drone Life shirt to use as a rag and a hat to carry dirt in. That's been kind of a joke between me and him. When he got his shirt and his hat, and he even got a cup, he started teasing me about using my shirt for a rag.
And your cup as a planter.
As a planter. So
that's funny.
I had to get him back. So.
I'm putting it to every day, Rodney. It's being tested. I'll let you know when it fails.
Well, this is the cup that Rick Halber sent me. That he's in bed He's asleep right now. I swear that man stays up all night waiting for us East Coasters to stream.
He does. He does.
He's amazing. But anyway, he sent me this cup, and I'm just really, really, really proud of this cup.
Yeah,
I don't even use my cups anymore.
It looks as big as a thermos.
It's the same size as the cup that I have sent out.
Right.
It holds the same amount. It's just a prettier design. I mean, I like, of course, I'm career Navy or was career Navy, so I'm kind of partial. Unlike, you grunts.
Hey, once you're in the Navy, you're in the Navy.
Yeah. Trevor.
It's career if you do your 20.
There he is. Maniac Magic.
You see him.
Yeah. Also Maniac Magic.
I like that.
Yeah, the first time I heard Nate say that, I think, what?
And Trevor's all cool. Trevor's like, just doesn't say anything. Just
whatever.
Like,
yeah. Okay. I'll go with it.
I don't even know if he heard it.
He was going to actually spell my name out with Maniac
Magic.
And I had to stop him mid-track. Yeah, he was going to put all my logos and everything as Maniac Magic. And I had to stop him mid-course. I jumped on and I held up the horses then.
That's pretty funny. I like your sweatshirt. The orange is surprisingly nice.
Yeah, let me click on him so I can see that. Oh, now I got nothing when I clicked on him. Uh-oh.
Yeah, he's frozen to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, did you guys see the videos of how much work Nay put into Trevor's logos and stuff? Oh my God.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Mind-blowing. Mind-blowing.
So much work.
Claude was saying something about him quitting his channel or something. I missed all
He
this.
closed it down. He closed it down.
How come? Why?
He has given a lot.
Closed it down.
He has given a lot to people, including computers, money,
I know.
parts, and they have disappreciated him to no end. He'll set people up and they'll just quit and not use OBS and all that after he does all this work for them. He said, screw it.
That's too bad.
It is.
It is for those of us who used and liked what he did.
Well, I liked what he did. I thought he was, what he was doing was a good thing. He was helping people out, and using his own time. Now, I never asked for his help because I just don't have the kind of time to spend with him. When he starts doing this, it takes a while.
Yeah.
And understandable because it's so intensive. But what he was doing was an awesome thing, helping people out. And I hate to see him close his channel down, but there you
I
go.
can imagine his frustration too when he's telling you, go ahead and hit that button that says scenes and I don't know. It was just taking forever for people to, So he liked to do it via remote computer. I know I had used something called Team Viewer with him so that he had
Yeah.
control of my computer, and then he just set things up. Boom, boom, boom. But then they closed that down or something, or they wanted money from him to use that because he was using that for work too, his work account.
Okay.
What happened to your drone you had hanging behind you?
You talking to me?
Yeah, you had it up there by the soft light.
Yeah, it's just over there now. I just have my camera in a different position. I had to move some things around. I'm not going to say cleaning my office, but slightly reorganizing.
That was in the X shape. What was that called again?
Oh, that is this fella here.
It looks so
yeah.
futuristic.
Yeah.
I've saw a video on with that. Maybe it was yours.
I've made a few of them on this one. This one's a lot of fun. It's actually one of my favorite drones that I've ever flown.
That's the one that can take off like a drone and then go into airplane mode.
It flies like this and then flips like that and goes real fast. I mean, this son of a gun really goes. If you got kids, oh my gosh, a lot of fun. But you do need, if you're going to fly it in the plane mode, you need some open space. But the cool thing is you can fly it in the drone.
Sorry, I muted you. Didn't mean to. Now I got to figure out how to unmute.
No, Hugh, I think you have to unmute yourself.
Am I unmuted now?
Yeah,
I was trying to say goodbye to Centroid, and I started typing, and all of a sudden
You didn't like what I was saying.
all of a sudden you went quiet. Sorry about
It's called the swing, the Parrot swing. That's what it is.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Which takes the same batteries as the Parrot Mambo, conveniently, which is another really cool little drone. It's kind of like the Tello, but it has this bank turns mode, which is really fun to play with.
Hey, Mark, you have a good day, brother.
There we go. You got the Tello. Nice. That's a lot of fun.
Right. Yeah. Peter got the Tello. Cool.
Yeah. I had that just a bit over a week now. It's a lot of fun.
Interestingly,
You
the
didn't have a
Tello
drone then, right?
and the Mambo are exactly the same size.
Okay. Yeah.
Wow.
Propeller to propeller. I got a little colored props and case on mine, but
So the yellow one is the Tello?
yeah,
Okay. And what was the other one?
that's the Parrot Mambo.
Ah, okay.
Very similar.
I wonder where they got their names from. They don't have the most the sexy names. Mambo. What's the other drone they have?
A mumbo, isn't that a snake or something?
What's
Afraid of a snake?
sexy about Tello?
Botello was
again,
from
Hugh?
the Rise company.
Yeah.
That was a joint venture between Rise, Intel, and DJI.
You notice how quickly Rise almost got pushed right out of that picture?
Yep.
You know, all you see on the box, Rise is in tiny, tiny little fonts, and everywhere else is DJI.
I guess when you provide most of the money.
Yep.
Yeah, I discovered the other day that the Tello and the curtains don't get on well together.
They don't?
No.
Gee, I wonder why.
There's what you need, Peter.
Got there.
So it's a full cage for the Tello. You put it inside here, and it can just bump into things.
Yeah, got tangled up in the curtains and popped off 3 of the props, but just put them all back on again. The way it went again, so no worries.
Bob's
Mark
right.
says, do the mambo. Do the mumbo.
I popped the prop off outside, and that was a devil to find, man. That's a small prop.
Yeah.
It was lucky Mom was inside just to pick them up off the floor. So yeah.
I found that after 3 times, the prop is done.
Well, you know, this winter, that's when I was flying this Tello. When I bought it, it was in this winter, and it was really snowy here in Canada. And the problem was it's white, and I kept losing the damn thing. And I made a video on how to make this thing high vis just by, changing some colors. And it's the most viewed video on my channel. It got almost 10,000 hits, which is a lot for my channel.
That's a lot for anybody.
Well,
For anyone, yeah.
and so I did a little look at people have watched that video for a total of 650 hours, which just blows my mind that people have watched me talking for 650 hours. Wow.
Right?
They must be really bored. That's all I can say.
You make good. There's nothing boring about your videos.
There isn't. There is not. I like your videos, Hugh.
You
Oh,
do.
Well, maybe my flight videos, but me sitting there talking, I don't know. It wasn't the most exciting video. I don't think.
And speaking of videos, I'm still reading your books.
Oh, good.
I wish
Hugh,
I could
I'm
pronounce
not
the
first.
name. though.
What's that?
I said I wish I could
Hugh.
pronounce the name.
I'm sorry.
You ask me anytime. A lot of they're all Norse names in the books, is why they're pronounced a bit funny.
Yeah.
Hugh, on my first test, I spoke for 5 hours straight without a wee break.
Wow.
And people watch my live stream replays for the next 3 days. I was getting view time because they reckon it was like a podcast.
Nice.
They said everything I had to say was interesting, and they just listened with my headphones, and I just obviously connected.
Nice.
And it was supposed to be a test, and it went for 5 hours straight. So you'd be surprised, people.
What were you talking about for 5 hours?
Lots of things in my life. When I was truck driving,
Okay.
funny things that happened, funny things when I was on the farm, some really interesting and a bit of comedy involved, like real stories, but funny.
Mhm.
And they said it was very interesting to listen to.
Yeah.
Hey,
You
Pete.
have a fascinating history, man.
Because I was talking about when I was doing headstones, graves and stuff as well, how I had some interesting ghost stories. Some interesting stuff has happened to me, man. It
I know
blows
that.
my mind. So, yeah, they just listened and listened. And they still listen to the replays.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So,
Pete, do you have the T1D controller or the Nimbus Steel Series controller?
T1D. It's this one here.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
I like that one. The
It's
phone
got
snaps on.
the phone holder and everything on it. Yes.
I don't
You
know
locked on
why
Mars?
they don't give you that with the Steel Series.
No, it works well. Heaps better than using the phone. That was a real pain using the phone. So
Mars is saying the screen is locked on me, but I see it changing on to everybody else on Hangouts.
Hmm.
I see Hugh on Google, on YouTube.
yeah, I think it is locked on you. I think. Yeah.
That may have been me, guys. I think I accidentally locked on Hugh.
Okay.
That's not a knife. This is a knife.
Yeah, first I mute him. Now I'm locking on him. Hugh, it's nothing personal, brother.
What is it? Mess with Hugh Day, Rodney? Jeez.
Huh?
It's mess with Hugh Day, huh?
Well, okay, yeah, I'll give you that. Good morning, Canadian Drone Hub. Roger, how you doing?
Roger. Roger.
He just woke up. Oh, he's on
No,
at
he
midnight
didn't.
last night, wasn't he?
Yeah, do what?
Wasn't he on late last night?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
It's on Australian time.
Chris
He's
Hope?
another one that never sleeps, between him and Rick Halber.
He's trying to cater to us Aussies, where
If
it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon, suitable for us now.
It's like if you're on, Rick Halber will be there. You can count on it.
He's
Almost
around all the time.
every time.
Which begs the question: what's he doing? Sleeping this morning? Somebody ought to give him a call and wake him up.
He said on Jim's sunrise stream that he had to go to bed.
He's sleeping in the same hours I normally sleep. About
And I don't have.
morning.
If you want to call him and wake him up, go ahead. But I don't have the heart to.
No, I wouldn't do it.
Matt North is going to get some rest.
Hey, so you guys know Chris Pickering, right? Pixie's
Yeah.
drone. So he sold his Spark, and I was a little dismayed. I was sorry that he didn't have a drone, but now it looks like he got a Mavic Pro. He's put up a couple of different videos now of him flying a Mavic Pro.
Cool.
Yeah. Glad
Which
he's back
one?
in the drone game.
Which one did he have, Hugh?
He had the Spark, but then
Okay.
sold it and bought the Osmo Action camera because he wasn't getting out droning enough apparently. And then, but now looks like he's got a drone again. So that was kind of cool.
Yeah. I tried to use the big camera this morning, and it was so dark out that it wouldn't even show anything on the screen. So I didn't want to send it up, you know?
Yeah.
I was trying to use the Matrice, the X5S camera.
Oh, okay.
And that thing goes down to, I think, 25,000 in the,
ISO?
yeah. I tried playing with it in manual, but I was playing hurry up, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
This morning, because I had forgotten that if I wanted to use that one, now I got to go back in and type all that RTMP crap in.
Oh, okay.
Hold
And
on,
then
guys. Matt North, thank you for coming in, brother. Hope you have a good weekend. Deplorable Bobby, same to you. Hope you have a good weekend as well, and thank you for dropping in. Hope to see you next time, Pat. So you guys have a good one now. All right, guys, carry on.
I like that name, Deplorable Bobby.
I do too. You ought to check out his channel. It's pretty good.
I did. I see he's got a couple of live streams up on there too. Daddy of 13 is back. I thought he was gonna. Oh no, that was Matt that said the kids are up.
Hey, Jim.
Yeah.
Les says you need to take the lens cap off.
You know, I'll tell you something. I went and looked to see if I had it on. I have done that because it has that squeezable one that you put in and let go.
Oh yeah,
Oh, really?
yeah.
That's cap. Okay.
And I made, because I usually fly with an ND16 because it's so bright during the day here.
Yeah.
So I made sure that was off. I took the ND filter off and I took the cap off and all that nonsense. But I even threw it into manual mode and tried everything. I don't know what the heck else I could have done. But I'm really getting disappointed with my sunrises. It's so cloudy, and then last week or the week before it was so humid. And when I say humid,
Yeah, it must be really
sun
bad.
was blocked.
Wow. Yeah.
I don't get those perfect dots coming up like Rodney does, and Mikey do.
Unfortunately, that's something you can't control yourself, isn't it?
I know, and it's frustrating because you can't. There's no adjustments to make.
No.
Oh,
How you
cool.
going, Tony, out there?
Les had a beautiful one with, but last week was it, with the fog over the mountains.
Oh yeah, he's had a couple of those like that.
Yeah, look right. Yeah.
Exploration obsession. Yeah, that was just gorgeous. I thought. Reminds me of a rainforest or something.
That's it. That's the Ozarks, though. I mean, you see the same thing out here in the Appalachians. You can see the same things.
Now, Rodney, you're supposed to pronounce that Appalachians. My son went to school in Virginia, and he was taught the proper way.
And that was what? Appalachians?
Appalachians. Now, as a
Appalachians.
Canadian, I've called it Appalachians my whole life. But when he went to school in Virginia, that's how they pronounce it, apparently.
Well, see, I'm not from Virginia, so,
Yep.
I'm from Oklahoma.
In New York, we called it Appalachian Mountains too.
I know, but apparently we're all wrong.
It's that new schooling.
Well,
He's a little
Virginia,
kid and he comes home
Anyway. It's that damn new schooling they're putting in these kids' heads.
Well, it's funny, we're Canadian, right? And we moved to the States. So when my son was a little kid, he was the Canadian. And then 10 years later, we moved back to Canada, and now he's the American.
We have a couple of new people join the chat. Back from the Sky is here, and Brent Nunley
Brent, how are you?
here.
Hey, good morning, Brent.
Good morning, guys.
How you going, comrade?
I'm going to refill my coffee. I'll be right back, gents.
You know what I need on my desk is one of those Keurig machines. That'd be handy.
That would be handy.
Press a button and refill it. Just drink coffee all damn day.
You'd have to mute your video, though.
Yeah.
I actually got one, but I don't use it enough.
What's
I'll
up,
put a
Chris?
link in there for you, Hugh.
What's that, Trevor?
There's a link in there for you on a Hangouts chat. If you look on Hangouts chat, there's a link there for
Oh, wow.
I know you
Viking-
said it for Hugh.
Viking shipbuilding.
Too.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Clinker built ships.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
They
It is.
caulked the cracks with like hair from
Mhm.
animals and pine tar. I mean, it's just amazing
Mhm.
that they were able to navigate around the world with these things. It just blows my
Mhm.
mind.
I was about to say, where'd Jim go? But then I remembered he was going to get coffee.
Yep. One thing,
Yeah, I've been watching shipbuilding all day.
Yeah, I love ships.
I've been watching a lot of there's a YouTube channel. It's called The History Guy.
I love that guy.
Have you seen him? And
Oh, yeah.
I just love his videos, man. You get history straight up.
Oh, he's excellent. Very, very good presentation.
Oh yeah, definitely. I really like it, and especially when it has to deal with the Navy.
Hmm.
Of course, that's the sailor in me, but he has other things too the Angels of Bataan. He's talking about the nurses that were captured by
Yeah.
the Japanese.
Yeah.
He has a video on them too. Things that you don't hear about in school.
Lots of good stories.
Oh,
If they had told us more interesting facts in history, I think I would have paid attention more as a youngster.
I think so too, because in my older years, I really got into it, especially when YouTube came out and things like this became readily available.
Yeah.
Because you get history from different perspectives, and it just kind of changes your mindset to things.
Sad part is a lot of history's been lost because it's been lost by the conqueror. They erase a lot of good history, and we were only just starting to pick up history, bits and pieces of it, and putting it together with forgotten historians and artifacts and writings and things like that.
Yep. I'm still upset about the burning of the Library of Alexandria.
Yeah, that's exactly right. That lost a lot of history there.
Oh, can you imagine?
Oh, yeah. Can you imagine the knowledge that would have come out of that?
Yeah, because over there was they were the leaders of history and hospitals and back then in the Middle East. They were the center of the world. They had a lot of knowledge that was kept in their museums and libraries, etc.
Goes back to the days of rice paper and writing on the walls.
That's right.
Yep. When an Egyptian could calculate the circumference of the world using a stick and a shadow.
Right.
That's right.
And the Romans created the sewer systems and canal systems.
And they're big bridges that the Romans did all through England, right through Great Britain before, before the Dark Ages.
You know, I've got a really good book called Medieval Engineering, and it's basically just talks about all the different kind of, civil and other engineering feats that, different cultures created over time, such as the Roman aqueducts and sewers and whatnot. But man, there's just so many fascinating machines and inventions that
And
we can think about these days.
look at the architecture.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, they're still using some of those bridges and aqueducts in England that the Romans built 2,000 years ago.
Up in the UK, they actually got them up in the mountains. So they've actually brought water up into the bridges so they could put the canals through. They're the narrow boats.
Oh, that blows my mind. And,
It
I
is.
only saw that recently where the narrow boats are going across that aqueduct. Wow.
Through the mountains with big bridges.
Crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, one thing I find amazing about the old architecture, especially in their stonework, how accurate and the precise tolerances that they get in their stones. There's many gaps in between them, and it's amazing the quality of the work that they did with sort of such primitive tools.
Yeah,
It really is.
That's right.
They were perfect fits. Look at those pyramids and things. I don't even know how did they move those heavy ass stones?
Aliens.
Slaves.
they had levitators.
The levitators.
It was provided by the in your book, the people in the Heimers. Help me out here, Hugh.
What? I don't know what you're referring to.
The books, the trilogy,
Right.
the bad guys, the blue people.
Oh, the Ilar.
Yeah, them.
Okay, well, they're totally my invention. There's no.
It's provided for them.
You know what's funny?
Is that your invention, Hugh? And he's quoting history on your invention, is he?
No.
Yes.
A lot of my books have a basis in Norse mythology, but this one race that I created is called the Ilar. Ilar just means, it's a Latin root that just means bad people, basically, the bad guys.
The bad guys.
The bad guys.
Bad guys.
We look at
I
what
called them
they did.
orcs, but I didn't.
Got to have bad guys. If you don't have bad guys, it's like if you don't have dark, you don't have light.
There you go. Exactly. Book's all about conflict, right? Every story is about some kind of conflict, whether it's intrinsic or not.
Hey guys, I'm reading his books now. If you like reading, you ought to check them out. Hugh, if you want to put a link to them in there, it's really good. I don't remember the name of the books, but
For those who don't know, that Hugh is actually an author, and he has had quite a few books out.
In my spare time, when I'm not flying drones.
What I was saying is they moved those stones in ancient times, and now 30 countries got together and are paying $1.5 billion to put a dome over the Chernobyl site that's breaking down again.
Did you watch that series, Jim? That new series?
I watched that, and there's also a PBS. There's a PBS Nova show on the new dome they're putting on there, and how they have to make it in pieces and can't slide it over the 300 feet. And you think of how they made these pyramids in ancient times, and we still have the same problems today.
Yep.
And look out, they're putting out a movie too about Chernobyl. It's called Chernobyl, and they reckon the people that they were invited that were involved with Chernobyl, they said it's so eerie They were gobsmacked. They reckon the movie is very, very accurate.
The movie, the series on HBO was taken from the actual people.
Mm-hmm.
If you watch at the end of each show, they have a talk with the makers of the show, and they tell you who represents who. Like in the beginning, you see the party people getting together, and they say that that's how the system worked at that time, and everything was disinformation and not letting anything get out. And
I
where
would've
they
gone
thought the
homicidal.
Americans were bombing.
I couldn't have worked in a system like that. I'd have gone crazy. People just randomly just doing stupid shit like that. You know, I mean, just, oh my God. Talk about frustrating, right?
How could they not know you're going to put out a fire in a nuclear plant with water?
Not good.
You know, it's going to vaporize.
What really shocked me was the implication that they were, you know, hours away potentially from wiping out most of Europe. I had no idea that Chernobyl could have been that bad.
Yes.
Until I watched the series. So that was pretty dramatic. Wow.
If it wasn't for the Swiss, I think it was the Swiss that first alerted the world to the fact that they were getting the fallout.
Mm.
The Russians wouldn't have told anybody.
Yeah. Oh, and then didn't you guys see recently that the Russians are moving that same kind of reactor on a ship up into the Arctic right now? Did you hear that?
Jesus Christ, no.
So it's that same kind of reactor, but it's on a big friggin' ship. They're moving it into the Arctic to power whatever they're doing up there right now. So
ever since the ice melted, it's been a fight to
put it sure is.
Oil wells in there.
Canada's going to be hard pressed to maintain its sovereignty up here.
Yes.
So that's a lot of territory to defend.
Hey, let me interrupt a moment. I want to say hi to Nacho Rolling. Dennis, welcome to the chat. Tommaso Sullivan, welcome to you, my Irish brother. How are you doing? And I think I don't see anyone else that's just joined.
Top of the morning to you, Tomas. How you doing, buddy?
How you going, Kaz?
There we go. Didn't even see him sneak in there, Rodney. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
I saw Dennis come in. Is he doing any more 360 work? Oh, he tried something called Parallels the other night. Did you guys catch that?
No, I didn't catch it.
Dennis was trying to do a live stream with something called Parallels. He said he worked it out. He had the video going. The only thing that wasn't working was the audio. And I've never heard of Parallels, so I was really interested in it. Nacho Rolling, I'm talking about.
Yeah, Dennis. He had a couple of live streams that I stuck by him to the end. They weren't quite working. He's trying to screen share and that, but I stuck in there for him.
Yeah, we had fun with that one, didn't we, Trevor?
There was a couple that I was the only one there.
There was one where the audio got stuck and kept echoing one word. We were saying things like crazy beat, but you can't dance to it. I think maybe Tomas was there.
Yeah, I think it wasn't me, that one. Yeah. He's just got to realize that we all go through it, and we all have had technical issues, so stick in there, Dennis.
Oh, he says it's a Mac thing. It lets me run Windows and Mac operating system at the same time. That's what Parallels is. Okay. That's got to be intensive on the processor to run Mac and Windows at the same time. Holy cow.
Yeah, that would be.
Les is saying, did you know about the fuel fire in the missile silo in Arkansas in the 80s? No, and you know what? We were talking about the mishap at 3 Mile Island, and my other half didn't remember anything about it. We had a nuclear power plant in, I guess, the Pittsburgh area. They call it Three Rivers. Rodney, you familiar with that area?
What?
3 Mile Island?
3 Mile Island?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember when that happened too.
Do you remember what our problem was? I don't.
No, I think they had a malfunction and they got close to a meltdown, but I don't think the meltdown actually happened. But it was because of some safety issues. That's about all I remember. And that may not be accurate.
No, I got to look it up real quick. The 3 Mile Island accident was a partial meltdown of reactor number 2 of the 3 Mile Island nuclear generating station. You were right.
Where'd you go?
I don't know.
He dropped out by the looks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's near Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. I knew it was in that area. It even had a radiation leak. That was in 79.
He didn't tell us goodbye and we didn't hear it, did he?
No.
No. Something else has probably occurred.
The thing that kills me is that these nuclear reactors, the RMBKs and all that, they have more power than the atomic bombs.
Yeah, they're trying to push here in South Australia to go nuclear because we have so much uranium.
Yeah.
And they reckon we have so much space that we can store any waste. And so they think that's a good thing.
Ronald Lockwood says he's from that area. I guess assuming near 3 Mile Island.
Well, they say no radiation leak for the people of the area or the workers. Yes, I'm from there. All right, cool. And 1979. Well, Ronald would know. Are you glowing in the dark, Ronald? The thing that gets you is you don't know till 30 years later when cancer hits you.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nacho Rolling Point mentioned that the Devil's Tower picture that got posted on, I think it was Facebook, made his day. Ronald Lockwood, I think, is the guy that took that. It was a picture of Devil's Tower with some lightning off to the side of it. It's pretty cool.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is that in Facebook, is it?
I think so. Hey, Ronald, if you want, put a link to that picture. That's an awesome picture.
I've got to see it. That's in South Dakota. I've been there, if that's the same Devil's Tower we're talking about.
I thought that was in Wyoming.
It might be. Because when you go to Rapid City, you're kind of on the border there. That's where Sturgis Bike Fest is. Bike Week is.
And Whizbang is in the house.
Hey, Roger, you have a good one there, brother. Whizbang, welcome to the chat. Good to see you.
That's what I
Listening
found.
in the background. Finally able to look at the screen. Now I see Rodney. Son is sitting in for him. Oh, Rodney Bell's son is sitting in for him. I guess you look younger, old boy.
Well, that's what everybody
Okay,
keeps
yeah.
telling me. That's why I think I'm going to keep it this way.
Baby face.
Let me get the link. Good. Okay, he's going to post it.
He does look a lot younger, doesn't he?
He does.
Yeah, but I do like his beard.
I've got nowhere to go. To I haven't got a beard. I've got nowhere to go.
The beard's got the
Well,
right
really, thank you for stopping in. You have a good weekend, brother.
Chris Hope has to do it. Chris says, "Old clean shave." You're going to do it, Chris?
Well, I didn't get it all cut off, but
Did you do it yourself, Rodney?
no. If I did it myself, this face would be a lot different.
Be torn up?
Scarred and bloody, and no, I went and had the Navy Exchange Barbershop do it.
I've got a pair of those cheap trimmers that I use around the mustache area to keep it off your nose from constantly tickling you.
Oh, it's terrible, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's another thing too. That too, and especially when I put my mask on, because I have to stick my finger up under there and kind of brush
Keep your hairs down, yeah.
My nostrils were so itchy the other day. I wanted to put my hand up there all the way up to my elbow to get rid of the hairs. That's how deep it felt it was.
Chris says, nope, he's carrying on. He's keeping it.
Good idea. I think it's taken him a lot of years to grow that beard. So no, it looks good on him. I think so. Suits him.
Yeah, I did. I liked Rodney's beard. A lot of charisma.
Hey, back from the sky. You have a good day, brother. Thanks for being in the chat. Come back next week. We'll see you then.
See you, Carlos.
I can never remember his name. I'm so bad at remembering names.
Well,
Yeah,
Spike calls him Conrad.
And I asked Asgard what happened, and he never. I don't think he answered up.
Maybe his wife woke up.
Oh, that could be, I suppose.
Does anyone know if Claude's still going to do a live stream anytime?
Yeah, but he's had people up at the house to get his internet
so
working.
everything's there. Okay, is it good? I
He's-
wasn't sure because I only heard names mentioned, and I don't know what the full story was. Whether he was quitting and as well, and whether Nature's Beauty was quitting. I'm not sure what was to go.
No, he was just really, he's had it. He's pissed off with that 0.124 internet up speed he's got.
Okay.
And I'm back. Sorry, my internet drops out occasionally.
Oh,
I thought that was the case.
I thought we had offended you or something.
Something we said?
Yeah.
It'd be pretty hard. He's pretty hard. Tough
We
character.
apologize, Hugh. I was just going to say I'm so bad about remembering names, and I'm going to mention that for the longest time when I typed in Hugh, I typed in huge.
Yeah.
So did Philly Mike.
Yeah.
And Hugh was on the live stream with me one day, and he mentioned that, and you talk about embarrassed. I mean, it's bad enough I can't remember names.
I
I
don't
think
think
when
he
you get them wrong, is, a whole new level of embarrassment.
Sometimes autocorrect does it too.
Oh yeah, I hate autocorrect. I thought I didn't go down that road.
All right,
My
Ron's got
parents
that.
should have given me a name without strange letters and stuff in it, right?
Yeah, I mean H-U-G-H.
All their fault,
Yeah.
What kind of name is H-U-G-H, really?
right? I don't know, man. I don't know. Oh, Rodney, so you were talking about the blue guys in my novel. They're not the Illar, they were the Hreimar.
Yeah, those are the
Yeah.
ones.
Yeah, so it's rime, like frozen sea ice, the rime.
Uh-huh.
That's what their name comes from.
Ah, okay.
I don't know what the heck to do here. Ron put up the link there, and I'm having problems with it.
Hey, good morning, Ronald. What's up, bud?
Ron Lockwood.
Oh, he put a link up, did he? I'm going to have a look.
Yeah, it's supposed to be of the Devil's Tower picture. I'm going to have to copy his name and put it in my Facebook and see if I can get him.
It doesn't seem to be coming out.
Yeah.
Comes up with a cover photo.
So
Morning, Whizbang.
Ken puts up and he shouts out, Rodney, great day to you, young shipmate. It's a good feeling when people call you young. I'm glad he shouted it out. Thanks, Ken. I do feel young, actually.
He does look very young.
Oh, now Facebook goes, when you send a friend request, is this person a close friend, an acquaintance? Add to another list.
So Chris Hope is asking how much longer we're going to be on. Probably about another 30, 40 minutes.
You got to come on, Chris?
Yeah, Chris, please come on. I like Chris. Chris is a good old boy. We come,
Yeah.
I know, but
we come from the same part of the country.
I'm looking through the pictures.
Thanks, Ken. Ken says there's no charge for the compliment. Oh, Ken, I haven't gotten the dirty dish from the sausage gravy omelet that you sent. Better check your mailing service.
Mhm. That's interesting.
He the story behind that is he was telling me that about his and his wife's restaurant, and it's like a country store thing, and on the menu they have a sausage gravy omelet, and it looks fantastically good, and I know it would taste good. And the one thing I like more than an omelet is sausage gravy.
Me too. I miss that so much. Oh my
I've
god.
been teasing him about sending me one, and he finally admitted that he sent it, but he wanted to make sure that it was hot and tasted good, so he ate it instead of
Oh boy. That's something we do not have up here in Canada is sausage gravy.
You all don't know what you're missing.
Oh, I do. I do. I know.
That's right. You spent some time here.
I did.
Well, you probably.
10 years, man. Best years of my life down there.
Well, there you go. When you coming back?
Oh, it's been a while. I guess I do need to come back for a visit. If only to have some sausage and sausage gravy and biscuits.
Well, I tell you what, brother. If you come back to Virginia, you let me know, and I'll meet up with you, and we'll go have some sausage and gravy.
There we go. One of these days, I do need to get back. It's been a long time. Chris says, "Make your own. It's better." You know, that's a good idea, Chris, because I cannot buy it up here. I should try to make some.
I don't think it's very hard. You probably get the recipe right off of Google.
Yeah, I never even thought about that. I should do that. Well, there you go. Whiz
I
bang.
think JDS Lion Canuck is fixing to leave. Have a good weekend, JDS. Appreciate you coming in, brother.
Behave yourself there, JDS.
Now, why would you say that to somebody?
he's
What?
such a naughty
Behave
boy.
Behaving yourself. Come on.
Because JDS, he's a known delinquent. That's why I'm telling
He
you.
is. He's a naughty boy.
Oh, he's a known delinquent.
He's like, that's
Yeah.
right.
It's a bunch of laughs.
As compared to the unknown delinquent.
That's
Yeah.
right. Like Jim. Jim's kind of a semi-occasional delinquent, but
I hide it well.
Well, Jim's a former Marine. He's gone beyond delinquent.
that's right. Professional delinquent.
See, he knows he's a funny guy. He just said it to himself. I'm a funny guy, he says.
My wife's a great cook. Makes everything fresh. Not one thing frozen. Well, that's cool. That's
Yeah, that's awesome.
yeah.
My wife doesn't cook for me anymore. She's busy working out of the house, and I'm at home most of the time. So it's me that has to cook, and I really don't like cooking.
Yeah.
I cook things like hamburger helper, the hard
Yeah.
hamburger helper, frozen pizza.
That's haute cuisine there, my friend.
That is. That's big time.
Yeah. Every now and then I make a cold cut sandwich,
Oh, you're getting fancy now. Come on now.
I'm getting a hankering for a beef stroganoff.
Yeah, I love a bit of beef stroganoff.
Oh, speaking of beef stroganoff, we're having cheeseburger macaroni tonight, and I'm cooking it.
Ooh.
With the hamburger helper, right? Boil water, open pouch.
Yeah.
I love that stuff. I know it's awful, but I love it. I really do. It's good stuff.
There for a while after I retired from the Navy, I pretty much lived off that stuff. Hamburger Helper. About all I could afford when I got out.
I'll tell you what, the best we ever ate in the Marines was on the Navy's birthday. They always gave us surf and turf on the Navy's birthday.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Lobster
I
tail,
make
steak.
I make a mean surf and turf.
408
prawns and
in the house. Good morning, Mel.
There you go, Mel.
Hey, what's up? 400 AGLs in the house.
I make a surf and turf with a big rump steak, with a garlic butter prawn sauce.
You got to have the garlic.
Yeah, with the big king prawns. So
Yeah.
they're like the real big juicy. They're as big as your thumb and your main finger. They're huge.
Those are what we call shrimp, right?
Oh yeah, I suppose we call them prawns. Yeah, here king prawns. They're really juicy, really fat.
Like mini lobsters, those little buggers.
Yeah, they're like mini lobsters, but yeah, sea dwellers.
They have them in the Cajun area, right? Down in Louisiana, Missouri.
Yeah, I think they'd be very similar to them. Then they're crawfish.
Crawfish, yeah.
Different.
I mean, it's all the same sort of thing, right? It's a little
Yeah, it's similar. Yeah.
insect crustacean thing.
Yeah, crustacean thing in the ocean, or
Tell me, who's the first guy that picked one of those up, looked at it, and thought, that looks good to eat?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
what were they thinking? Honestly, you'd have to be pretty hungry.
there probably was no other food.
Yeah.
I've never had venison breakfast sausage, Brent. He says it's great with venison as a breakfast sausage. I love
That's making me
venison
hungry.
when you take it and you dollar size it and pan fry it in the garlic butter. Oh, that's delicious too. Venison is good eating meat.
It is. We have a lot of venison where we are in South Australia. Introduced though.
Is that farmed venison, is it? Or
There's farm venison, but there's a lot of wild as well that's escaped along the coast, where the back of where my farm was.
Brent says he was starving, Hugh.
Yeah.
The guy who came up with that. I'll tell you
We
what.
had farm venison as well.
I like venison summer sausage.
Do you buy that?
No, most people. Well, I don't know if you can buy it or not. I imagine you could, but when I get it from a friend of mine that
Shot the deer.
yeah.
Yeah. I've not had that.
All right, we're all going to Mel's place for venison.
Yep. He says he's speaking to Jim, but
No, that's an invite. We're all coming now, damn it.
we're all
we'll be there. Yep.
Yeah, but do you have those mule deer or do you got the full size deer like in the Poconos? Pocono Mountains,
They're
Pennsylvania.
pretty big, aren't they?
Yeah, they're huge. They're 200-pound deer. We used to go hunting up there.
I remember all the deer in Virginia. They're all little tiny things. They're like small dogs.
Yeah, they call them mule deer. They got them down here in Florida too.
Huh.
Hey, excuse me, guys. Hey, Trevor, can you type something? Mrs.
Yeah.
Cat wanting to say something to you, and she can't tag you.
Okay, yeah. About Moreton Bay bugs.
Yeah, it's all pretty much whitetail up here in Ontario where I live. They're pretty big.
Yeah, that's
What's happening?
the
there?
full size. Yeah.
Go back again.
I'm not sure what kind of deer we have down here. They're small, in my opinion.
They're so numerous. I mean, where I lived in Bull Run Mountain out there west of Manassas,
How's that?
things were everywhere.
Oh yeah, I remember back in the late '90s, Virginia had an open season for deer that you didn't have to have tags because the deer population was big. They wanted
No
to,
worries.
and that included bucks and does both.
Yeah.
But that was only that 1 year. They haven't done it again. So
Ooh, wild hogs.
Chris is right. Texas is just loaded with wild hogs.
You know, Chris, I've got a boar spear. And when I was a younger man, I had fully intended to go out hunting a boar, a wild hog, with one of the boar spears. I never did, but I
You
still have
were a
it.
young man.
Oh, they're quick, man.
Yeah, I know.
They are quick.
I know.
We have a lot of wild hog up in Matt North's area, up through New South Wales, Western Queensland.
They're all over down here in Florida too.
And we have big pig dogs. They're a huge American style dog and a mastiff or something, and they've got a really round neck, and they make these huge leather collars so the pigs don't attack their necks.
Neat.
See, we used to have, what I liked about New York was you had to take a week-long class before you could get your hunting tag. Before you get your tag for your venison, because you can only get like one doe, 2 males, that kind of thing.
Oh, that's good.
They kept an eye on the herd, the population, you know. But they used to make you go through a weekend or a week hunting course.
Yeah,
Which
same
I
here.
liked because you always, whenever I went hunting up in the mountains, and I've been shooting since I was 12, there would be all these guys that would come up from the Bronx, Staten Island, all that, you know, in that New York City area, and they'd be up there with their pistols. All it would be, you know, a free week to shoot off your guns.
With pistols.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Pistols, rifles, you'd hear it all night long, everything.
Like, would they have sights on their pistols? Or?
No.
Huh.
No, they just like to go up and shoot.
Okay. I know some fellows actually hunt with pistols with a scope and stuff, but
Oh yeah.
That's crazy. You got to be close with
The
that.
hunt deer out here where I live, if you're on the east side of Interstate 95, you can only use a shotgun, black powder, or bow and arrow. And then on the western side of Interstate 95, I guess you can use any kind of rifle or anything like that.
Yeah, we're not allowed to have any crossbow or bow and arrow here.
I think bow season is a week before actual rifle season. It's the Thursday before Thanksgiving, and it's when it opens. And we used to use 30-06s, nice rifle. Although I had a 30-32, but I like the 30-06.
Yeah, Ken says that they have a family of deer behind their house, and their labs play with the deer. Good morning, Mel.
Every day they stand in the yard for the dogs. Aw,
Good morning. Good morning.
that's cool. Hogs are a body shop's best friend, Chris says. That's so true.
If you have a license, that's right, Kaz.
So you all have to get hunting licenses too, huh?
Yeah, we're pretty strict here, though, who can and who can't. You just can't, like, it's not as free range as what it is in America.
no worries.
Here in,
No worries.
here in Tennessee, and I'm sure it's the same in a lot of other states. I'm not sure, but I would think it is. Any time of year, you don't need a license to kill a deer if you can justify the kill by saying the deer is a nuisance and getting into your feed for your other animals.
Yeah.
If you got deer getting into the feed for your other animals, you can harvest the deer, and it's considered a nuisance harvest.
What if your neighbor's getting into your stuff? Can you shoot them on that same grounds? Well, he was taking my stuff out of my garage. He was a nuisance.
Well, I would definitely shoot at them. I would shoot near them. There's a story about that. That reminds me of a story.
Mikey,
Now
Sorry,
we're in
Mars.
trouble.
Michael. But
Michael is in the house.
so this
Wait,
guy calls the police and says, "Hey, there's a couple of guys breaking into my garage, and they said they were too busy, and that we can't come right now." So a few minutes later, he calls back. He says, "Yeah, these two guys are inside my garage, and I can hear them. They're rustling through all my tools and things." They said, "Sir, we told you we're too busy. We can't get there right now." So he waits a few minutes more and calls back. He says, "Yeah, I just shot the two guys in my garage." And he hangs up the phone, and 30 seconds later, there's 5 squad cars in the in the front yard and driveway. And he didn't shoot the guys, you know. He locked them in the garage, and he tells the cops, he says, "Well, I got them locked in back there." The cop says, "I thought you said you shot them." The guy says, "I thought you said you couldn't be here for 30 minutes or whatever."
Well, Philly Goldline popped in. There he is.
He's doing his treadmill.
Yeah.
Michael.
Is that? Oh, what stream am I on?
You're on the wrong screen there, kiddo.
Oh, I'm
God.
sorry, Rodney. Wrong stream. I'll see you a little bit later. Sorry, guys.
You see what Rodney did, right?
Oh, and he left. That was funny. That's hilarious. Look what I got there, Rodney. See there?
All right.
Yeah, look what else I got. Check this one out.
Now,
Oh, that's nice.
I got that one too.
you see how much I love my mug? Look how bad the logo's doing because I've used it every damn day.
Oh, no.
See, I protect mine.
So do
I
I.
should have.
I
use it
got
every
another
day.
one. I got another one from Rick Halliber. Rick sent this to me.
Oh, yeah, he sent me this one.
He-
Rick Halber's.
Yeah, he sent one like that to Lloyd that says Air Force on it, though. USAF.
And what does yours say?
Mine says U.S. Air Force, but it
Oh.
doesn't have that raised part.
Oh,
Like,
up here.
yeah, it's a different style, is all.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so pretty cool.
I'll have to get me a Marines cup now.
I'm going to get a refill. I'll be back in a sec, guys.
That's kind of funny. We're holding up our coffee cups, and he has to go get a refill.
I did that a few minutes ago, but I'm surprised mine isn't coming off like Q's is. Because I washed the darn thing so many times too.
Well,
You try and be careful.
yeah.
Still no car, Mrs. Kaz? Oh, man, there's something wrong with that.
Oh, yeah.
I promise I won't call you Mars, Kaz.
Rodney, what's your email? I have a pic of a deer from yesterday. You'll die laughing. Ron says that, Rodney.
Okay.
It's okay, Mike. You can run through our Rodney stream anytime you like. I'm sure Rodney don't mind. As long as it's not a golden shower.
Hugh has
Oh.
the guard grip.
There you go, Ron. Let me know when you got it.
He says, call me whatever, Trevor.
I know Mars doesn't care. He knows I don't mean any harm.
So Philly Joan Life says, so sorry, guys. I ran right through Rodney's stream. Hey, no problem, Philly. We thought it was funny.
That was hilarious.
It was.
Ron, I sent you a friend request because I couldn't see that picture.
Yeah, I need Specsavers there, Mars.
I'm trying to run around the world. What are Specsavers? Are the glasses?
Yeah, they're branded glasses, a very popular ad here. They're quite amusing ads.
Wow, why is it this?
Oh, lock the doors.
What was that?
Too
Oh,
late.
Chris.
Chris Ho.
Someone come in.
Howdy, Chris.
How are y'all?
Chris, you got to do the Rodney, Chris.
How you going, partner?
What's up, my man? How y'all doing? Coffee in the mornings is always good.
Chris, how was your sunrise today?
It was good.
It was better than mine? Yeah.
Yeah, no clouds this morning, but the tropical storm's probably gonna mess that up for us in the morning.
Oh, that's right. You guys got Tropical Storm Barry.
I'm sure Fly Natural is not going to have one, and I almost bet Les gets covered up too.
Well, I've got clear blue sky and nice sunshine, clean atmosphere this morning, so I'm sure my sunrise was pretty nice.
But
You were asleep, right?
right.
yeah, kind of hard to catch a sunrise when you don't get up till 7:30.
These guys get me up at 5:30 in the morning.
Yeah, I actually got up at 5. I missed Mikey's, but I caught some of Rodney's and James's there.
All right, now you saw my stream, right, Chris? Now I'm looking at UAV forecast, and it says cloud cover is 24%.
Right.
It's 99% out there.
Well, it may be 24% where it took the picture at.
Or it's being optimistic. It's kind of like the weatherman, you know. They're the only people that can be wrong every day and still keep their job.
Yeah, I think my UAV forecast comes out of Dallas-Fort Worth. That's our way.
Oh, the location.
Yeah. It may say Athens, but it's not.
Really?
We ain't got nothing that fancy here to take the weather.
Are they taking it from the airports, you think?
I think so. I'm not 100% sure, but I don't see why. Like I know we don't have any kind of a Doppler or anything like that here.
Yeah, those airports have that ATIS radar.
Yeah.
That's constantly sending out.
It's strange. I'm trying to remove my email address, and when
You did.
Yeah, it shows retracted, Rodney. It just doesn't show on your end.
Ah, gee,
You did a while ago.
wow. Okay.
I don't know if you saw it, Mel. Rodney started the stream. We came in, me and Hugh, Pete, and I came in, and he couldn't see us. Oh, Trevor too. Yeah, and he couldn't see us, and he's the one who started the stream.
Oh, couldn't see you. What do you
Couldn't see us on Hangouts.
really?
Yeah.
All I was seeing were their logos. I wasn't seeing the video of them, but I did see their logo, and I could hear them. But I just couldn't see their video.
Well, that's interesting.
Usually,
Thanks for the accept, Ron.
you don't hear the audio.
Yeah, like happens to Mike Roche, right?
A lot of people actually.
That's Google slowly taking it away.
Yep.
One at a time.
Nobody lives at the airport where they're getting the weather from.
Exactly. Peter, sir, how you been?
Rodney, did you get an email from Ron?
Yeah, been well.
Good deal.
You
Still
can't
flying
shut
the tello,
Peter
I
up.
guess.
He's so talkative.
Yeah, yep. Well, you guys never shut up. I can't get a word in.
Well, Peter, you got to be a little forceful there, brother.
Sure, yeah. Oh, I'll get the hang of it eventually. Yep.
Shut up! It's my turn to talk. Anybody got a
Oh,
problem with that?
Go ahead. Yeah. No, Chris, I'm having a lot of fun with the tello. It's really great.
Yeah, good.
I've sort of first few days I was just flying it in sort of straight line, backwards and forwards and sideways and that sort of stuff. And the last few days I've sort of tried a few other maneuvers using both the sticks, doing a bit of like U-turns and orbit sort of move and that sort of stuff. And that was when I ran it into the curtains. But no, apart from that, it's I'm slowly getting the hang of it. Yeah.
That's good. That's what it's all about. That's a good one to learn on.
Yeah, it is.
When the
Funny
weather
thing is,
when the weather calms down a bit, I'll take it outside and give it a fly around outside. We haven't got as much things to hit.
you got to be careful, Peter. The slightest wind, that thing, it can't fight the wind.
No, that's right. No, that's I'll wait for a calm day and take it out.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll tell you what, though, Peter, this cage looks silly, but it actually works really well if you're flying your tello indoors, because then you don't get your, if you're flying it in your curtains or chandeliers or whatever, you don't get the props caught up and stuff.
Yeah,
Wait. Curtains and chandeliers. Where the hell do you live?
I don't saying.
Haven't got any curtains.
Hey,
We
guys,
got a bulb hanging from a wire.
my granddaughter just joined the chat. So
Allison. Okay. Good morning, Allison.
Good morning, Allison.
Morning, Allison.
See, the funny thing about the Tello, Pete, I found it more responsive on fast mode,
Yeah.
but it gets you in trouble quicker.
Yeah.
Well, I've been putting in the fast mode. I'm a bit too scared inside. I thought it'll disappear pretty quickly into something there. So I'm still in slow mode at the moment.
Yeah, well, we were in slow mode, and it was doing a little more like it was in attitude mode. It was doing a little more sliding than it.
Right.
Like when you put it in, the curves quicker.
Okay. Yeah.
I think I'm watching a Japanese movie.
Yeah, well, Jim's internet was lagging there a little bit.
Oh, again?
There we
What are you using again, Jim?
I've just got. I'm using my Wi-Fi on my ISP. It's supposed to be 100 down, 10 up. They have this way of cutting. It seems like it cuts off for like 5 to 10 seconds and then comes back on. It happened to me this morning for the first time during a live stream.
Do you think they're doing it deliberately?
Uh-oh, what's Rodney laughing about? You saw the deer picture Ron sent you?
yeah.
That's no fair, Ron. You got to share.
Rodney can share it.
Oh, I don't know if I should.
Now
Oh,
you
it's one of those.
Now, yeah. You,
Oh,
like,
yes.
now you
Well,
have to.
It's a deer, but let me see.
The deer's bent over or backed up to a fence.
There's a young granddaughter in the chat.
Well, it's nothing really bad. It's just
Oh, that's good.
it's funny. Well,
Is it
It's on the edge.
one? Is it the one where the deer has the hunter bent over the fence and he says, "Here's your venison."
no. No, this one is there's a deer on the road with a gaping wound and somebody's holding a balloon. I'll post the picture to Facebook. Well, I don't know. Can I copy it into any way I can paste it into here? Oh, I guess not.
Yeah, you can share it here. Up in the top left corner, just click on the share menu, and then put that picture full screen on your screen there, and everybody here will see it.
Ron is denying all responsibility for that picture.
And you can click on yourself, Rodney.
Share this, but it's really funny.
And click on yourself so it stays on you.
Well,
Oh, we got you the lightning pictures of Devil's Tower too.
yeah.
Devil's Tower.
In South Dakota.
Okay.
What am I supposed to be looking at?
Hang on a second.
Oh. You putting the link in our chat? The group hangout chat?
Now he's sharing. Now all you got to do is get that picture up. Just click on the window with the picture in it. There you go.
There you go.
Oh, feel better soon. Oh, that's a young one too.
Yeah. Oh, he's in the road. Oh, I have.
And here's Here's the picture of Devil's Tower. Isn't that awesome?
Yeah, that is good.
I can't
That's an amazing
see.
lightning photograph right there.
Oh yeah.
Did
I
you
see
take that, Ron?
And there's another.
No, it's something photography. It's got a
Blue
copyright
hue,
stamp on
blue. Oh, it does?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
In case you wanted to know.
You see that? Now I know why somebody did
Oh.
that to a dead raccoon on our roads here. Somebody put one of those balloons on it.
And then when you're done, Rodney, you just click stop sharing at the bottom of your screen there.
Because that'll make you dizzy. Looking at the eternal.
So that's what I was laughing at. It's funny, but it's not funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's hilarious.
Yeah, that's just funny. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, it's nothing wrong.
Wyoming. I get it all mixed up, Ron, because I rode through there. I see you got a bike. I've got the Harley Electric Glide Classic. I was up at Sturgis and I rode through there and Mount Rushmore and all of that. So I didn't know whether it was Wyoming or South Dakota, or I just knew it was wide open and beautiful.
Yep.
I knew Allison would chime in with that. With it wasn't funny. Women usually don't find the humor and stuff like that guys do.
No, they don't.
Yeah.
My ex-wife used to say she thought hunting would be fair when deer could shoot back.
Right?
Hey guys, I'm gonna cut out and get my day started.
All right,
No
Kurt,
worries.
it's not popping in.
Oh yeah,
Yourself, my friend.
Always welcome here, brother.
good to see y'all. I'll see y'all on the next one.
Talk to you soon, Chris. Have
What
a
do
good
we-
day.
Adios.
No more, Chris.
See, now I'm ashamed I trimmed my beard after seeing Chris and Mel here with their nice furry beards. I always feel bad when I cut mine.
I don't feel bad at all. I feel comfortable now.
And you should be ashamed of all people, Hugh, because you're like, the Viking.
Yeah, you got to.
Yes, I'm a modern Viking.
Stylish.
You're an embarrassment.
They threw me out of the Viking family member club. I'm gone.
You were getting your moustache and beard looking quite good there.
I wasn't
That's a
raping and
Viking.
joking enough.
It was halfway there. It was looking good.
Hey, Ron, thanks for sending those pictures. That top one is funny. I know my granddaughter doesn't like it, but I know her dad would get a big kick out of it.
Hey, Ron,
See,
do I
we're
need
not
to go to
finding
the
it funny
post
because
office
of the-
and ship that drone up there yet?
They see it differently. We're not seeing it funny as a deer being dead. We're seeing a different look of it. That's all. Different perspective to a female.
Well, some states, Allison, it's not legal to pick up roadkill. Here in Tennessee, if you hit a deer with your car and actually kill it, because quite often you don't, which is kind of strange, and you can find it, you actually can take it and have it processed or process it yourself. And all we have to do here is call the game department and tell them, hey, we just hit a deer and we're picking it up. We didn't, blah, blah. And they'll, okay, thanks for letting us know. And the only reason you should make the call, and a lot of people don't, but if a game warden should happen to be driving by your house and you got a deer hanging in your garage and you're skinning it, and it's not in season, he's going to want to have a visit with you. But if you call them and let them know, then you're in the clear.
I hit a deer once out here, and it bent my fender so bad I couldn't drive my vehicle because the fender or the bumper was rubbing on the tire. So when the state trooper got here, he asked me if I wanted the deer. Yeah, sure, why not? Free meat.
Yep.
All he does is just issue a tag, and if you don't want it, then he calls animal control, and they come out and pick up the carcass.
Yep. And then quite often they'll process it and donate it to a shelter or something like that.
Wow. I didn't know I could get your first novel free.
Yeah.
You didn't.
I didn't know he was a writer.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, I'm reading his. He's got a trilogy. I forget the name of it, but
Mel's surprised I'm even literate.
well,
I just wasn't going to say that out loud.
You never know who you're talking to on here.
Well, I'm not Stephen King. Let's put it that way.
That's right. I'm a millionaire. Nobody knows that.
Old
Must
Jade.
be nice. Wish I was.
well, how about sharing some of that with us?
I've spent it all already. That's the problem.
So you were a millionaire.
Well, yeah, I've made well over $1 million, close to 2 probably.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have too.
Yeah.
In your lifetime.
In my lifetime, yeah.
Right.
Where does it all go, eh?
Well, let's see.
Somebody else and the wives.
Well, probably more than that if I think about it, because if you think of an average of say 180,000 for 30 years, you know, that's what, about 4 million probably if you add it all up.
Yeah, if we only had time machines to go back and tell our younger selves, save 25% of that, put it away.
Oh, boy, I wish I'd listened back then too.
I know.
Look, here's pictures of how you're going to live when you're 60, you know. You got the chance to fix that right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't be stupid.
Yeah, right?
Yep.
Man, I used to waste money.
Oh my God, the money. Yeah, I'm with you there, Jim. The money that I've wasted and yeah, let's not even talk about it.
Yeah.
Shit, I've given away 3 houses, you know.
Ouch. Ouch.
That's
they-
why.
Are those women still enjoying them?
Oh yeah. In fact, one sold it and downsized, and I think now what she has is paid for. Bitch. Oh, Mars, you just had to go there with that number, didn't you? Thanks a lot.
Baby. Mars, you know, if you're handing out loans or anything, buddy, I mean, you know, I'm just saying. 7 million.
He did the 180,000 calculation.
Yeah, I think he was looking at, yeah.
And I
Oh,
can't
yeah. If you come over, I got a car you can use. Yeah, but you can't keep it. I'm sorry. It's you know that I've got an old beater truck that my brother uses to go to the dump with and stuff like that, and it's a 90 F250 Super Duty. My dream car is 97. Well, I've got 2, and one I'll never ever own because it's just out of the question, but a 97 Town Car Cartier. It's the last year of the big body style, and it's the Cartier, so it's the flagship of Town Car. And then my dream pickup truck is my pickup that I have now, the Silverado dually 4-door diesel, 4-wheel drive, long bed, you know, blah, blah. Big, real pickup truck. It's not a car with an open trunk, as I call these new things. But so, yeah, you can't have one, but you're welcome to use one. I'll let you drive the old beater F250.
There was nothing like those Lincoln Town cars, man.
Man, I tell you what, this thing's a 97. I bought it in an 08. It's kind of funny. The guy had an ad in a newspaper, had $3,000 on the newspaper ad. I went and looked at the car, knocked on the door, nobody answered. I left a note, nobody called. Like 3 months later, I get this phone call, and the guy says, "Are you still interested in the town car?" And I went, "Yeah, sure." It was raining, so I went over there to look at it. It wouldn't run. He said it drove wonderfully. He said, but he thought the fuel pump or a sensor was out in it, so it wouldn't run. And I said, well, what do you think you need to have for the car? You know, the way it sits. He says, well, it needs a heater core too. I said, okay. He says, I don't know. You tell me. Now, all we were doing is standing inside of his garage, and I'm looking at the car. It had been sitting there in his driveway so long that all the bushes on the left side of his driveway had grown up over and encompassed the left half of the car. Okay. So I could only see half of the car at this point. He says, I don't know. What do you think you'd give me for it? I said, the way it is right now, I'd give you $1,000, but I don't want to insult you. He's held out his hand to shake it. He says, you just bought yourself a car, mister.
Well,
So I called a tow truck and had it picked up. I put a fuel pump in it and a water heater core in it. Since then, I've replaced a couple of the headlight covers, because they get all foggy. And I had to do, because I had it up in Indiana, I had to redo the brake lines, all the solid metal brake lines from front to rear. I had all them replaced. And now the fabric on the headliner's hanging, so I gotta get the headliner done in it. But other than that, the car had 146,000 miles on it in 08 when I bought it, and it's got 164,000 on it now, or 165, or put 20,000 miles on it in what, 10 years, 11 years. So it doesn't get driven hard, or it doesn't get driven much. But it's a great car. There's nothing that rides like a big, heavy town car. There's just nothing out there that rides as good.
So I want to incorporate what's up, Mikey?
I remember back in the early 90s, Buick came back out with a Roadmaster.
How are you, sweetie?
Basically like the Caprice Classic. But,
Girl, guys, she said she's the girl.
Who's listening to Michael? Mute your sound.
I was going to say, I didn't think he was on the panel, but I hear him.
Yeah,
Maybe I'm just hearing things. I'm getting old,
No. I saw he popped on.
He's everywhere.
Look at that dynamic range.
Crikey.
He'd say that if it was a black and white picture, I swear.
what I think the back of this shirt is
Oh, the hell of God. Has it got
dynamic range or something like that.
Does it say that?
Does it?
I can't see. Oh, yeah.
So what about the Buick Roadmaster?
Oh, it was just a car I really liked. I just love the look of it. I like the lines. I like the closed-in back wheels, where all you have is a couple inches to the road. Just a good-looking car. I like the original from, the 50s back then, but the 90s remake I thought was pretty nice. I'll tell you what I really wanted. The only car that I ever had a thing for was Magnum PI's Ferrari, the 308.
You used to have the
I
figure.
almost bought one. There was one in Virginia when I first moved down for $10,000, and it was in great condition, body and everything else. But the cost to maintain it would have been beyond me, and I just, I'm not a mechanical person, so.
Yeah.
But 10 grand, damn! I almost pulled the trigger on that. I would have put that thing in my living room and just sat it there and looked at it.
Okay, Ron, sounds good. Thanks. My other dream car that I'd like to have is a 59 Cadillac Eldorado convertible.
Oh, nice.
But, it's got the big tail pins and the bullet tail lights and all that stuff. And got to have the rag top. If you're going to go there, you got to have the convertible. So, but those cars are, if they're in good condition and already restored and original and all that and all factory, they're in the multiple thousands.
Yeah.
Ronald Lockwood, you have a good day. Good luck fishing there, brother.
He's going fishing. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I would, Mars, but it's got some tears in it and stuff. It just needs to be replaced. I don't like having things look like junk. The only thing that looks like junk is my old whoopty pickup truck, the 90 Ford. And I don't really care about it because it just runs around the property here and goes to the dump and stuff like that. But yeah, I got this thing about, I don't want nothing that looks like junk. It's got to be tasty or.
What's the point otherwise, right?
Exactly.
How many miles you got on that old Ford?
I don't know off the top of my head. probably close to 200,000. It's got that big 460 gas motor in it.
I would love to have a 56 Chevy Nomad.
That would be nice.
A friend of mine had one, and I went over to his house one day, and he was working on it. The hood was up. I could hear him, couldn't see him. And I walked up and I looked into the engine compartment, and there he was inside the engine compartment, just going at it. That's just how much room they had to work on it.
Those Plymouth Furies were like that, man, with those 318 engines. You could sit on the wheel well inside the engine bay.
Yeah.
Just work on them.
Yeah, you know, the 318 though, that was Chrysler's most favorite motor. And when you start, and the starter motor just always, you know, the fingernails on the chalkboard thing, you know. Oh, you can hear a 318 start from half a mile away.
Well, hey guys, I think it's time to end this thing. I got some things to do, and I'm sure you guys do too.
No worries, Rodney.
Thanks for having us on, bro. Appreciate it.
Hey, I always enjoy this. This is a lot of fun for me, and you know, the more fun I can have, the better, right?
Yeah, there you go. Well, thank you, Jim or Rodney. I appreciate it.
No problem, Lloyd. I mean, Mel.
Hey, Jim, I'm going to call you on Skype real quick.
All right.
All right. See you guys later.
All right.
All right, see you guys.
Bye.
See you guys.
Have a good one.
Later, fellas.
Everyone.
Manic, you have a good one. Peter,
I will.
Will do. Thank you. Thanks for having me on.
you're welcome, brother. See you next weekend, okay?
No problems. Yep, I'll be here.
You too, Manic.
Okay.
Make sure you put thumbs up.
Yep, done that. Yep.
Catches.
All right, everybody in the chat, glad you were here. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you all have a great weekend, and we'll see you next Saturday. This is Rodney. I'm out of here. As soon as I can find the stop broadcast. Trevor.
Yeah, the younger Rodney can't find it.
Yeah, and he's got the good eyes. See you later, bud.
See you, buddy.